Hello and welcome to another video blog from home, and today on A Vogel Talks Menopause I'm going to be talking about 4 unexpected physical symptoms that can occur in the menopause. If you like my tips and advice, then please subscribe and remember to hit the bell icon so you can be notified of all my new videos. We're all aware of the really common physical symptoms that happen in the menopause, such as hot flushes or night sweats, vaginal dryness, or aches and pains. But there are some symptoms that can be surprising and unexpected, and very often they're not associated with the menopause. So today, what I thought I would do is go through 4 of the more common ones, why they happen, and what you can do to help yourself. So number 1 is worsening or new allergies. It's quite interesting because in every hay fever season we get a lot of menopausal women who find that they've got hay fever for the first time and are wondering what on earth is going on. The cause here generally is just the fact that the menopause drains us of energy, it puts tremendous pressure on us physically, and combined with low estrogen, this can weaken our immune function, which makes us more vulnerable to all the potential allergens that are out there. And obviously hay fever, because it's quite an extended season and you're being bombarded every day, sometimes the immune system just basically gives way and you end up with hay fever. It can also be other allergies, such as you can suddenly become allergic to creams or perfumes that you've used for many years. You might find your skin starts to get really itchy, or that the washing powder that you've been using for years, suddenly you find that you can't wear clothes that are washed in them anymore. It can also be due to stress. Stress produces chemicals such as histamine, and histamine can cause the itchy skin. It can be part of the whole allergic reaction. So there can be a number of things that can be the trigger here. Best thing to do is just try and support your immune system generally. So that would be taking supplements such as vitamin C, or making sure that you get plenty fresh vitamin C in your diet. Make sure you're getting zinc. You can look at the herb echinacea, which is known to help to support immune function. And also we've got our lovely product, Immune Support. Number 2 is bleeding gums and teeth problems. This is quite a common one. This was one that happened to me, and it was ages before I realized and connected it to the menopause. What can happen, there's a couple of things that can happen. Either your gums start to get a bit swollen, they start to get very tender, and they bleed every time you brush your teeth. For some women too, the gums can start to recede, and this can cause problems with your teeth. If it goes on for too long, your teeth can become loose. So the thing to do here, supplements you would be looking at, there's one called CoQ10. This is very good for bleeding gums. If you're getting a lot of inflammation, you can look at Buckthorn Oil is another one that can be very helpful for the gums. Make sure you're getting plenty of vitamin C in your diet, because low vitamin C can also contribute to bleeding gums. And obviously if this happens, then it's always a good idea to go and see your dentist or hygienist and get some kind of treatment protocol in place. Number 3 is an increase in urinary tract infections. You might find that you get cystitis, go to the doctor, you get antibiotics, it clears up, and then the next thing it comes back again. And this can become a real vicious cycle. We get so many women that just seem to be in this the whole time. They seem to get one infection after the other. Main causes here is that falling estrogen will affect the vagina friendly bacteria. When this happens, these friendly bacteria also police the whole vaginal area, and also the opening of the urethra, which is the tube that goes up to the bladder. So if you're lacking in these friendly bacteria, you are going to be much more vulnerable to bladder infections. So what you can do here is we have a lovely licensed remedy for the symptoms of cystitis called uva ursi and echinacea. You can also get a specific vaginal probiotic, and this combination is a really good one. So it's very important when you're treating these urinary tract infections to treat the vagina as well. You can get specific vaginal probiotics. These are different to the digestive ones. You can also look at sea buckthorn oil as well. This can be another one for helping an inflamed bladder. The other thing that's really important here is water. Dehydration will affect the bladder. It can make your urine really strong and acidic, and this can be part of the whole problem. If you're dehydrated all the time, then your poor bladder is getting irritated. It's going to be continuously inflamed, and that will leave the bladder more vulnerable to these types of infections as well. So in this situation, especially when you're getting them frequently or you're in this whole vicious cycle, it's important to treat the whole area. So that's the bladder and the vagina here. And remember the water. Number 4 is an increase in libido. For the majority of women, libido does tend to fall. And again, it can be due to so many different factors. It can be due to fatigue, vaginal dryness, you're just not in the mood anymore. But for a small number of women, they get very surprised when their libido increases. This happens again for a number of reasons. It could just be the way that their particular hormonal balance is going at that particular time. You can get sometimes an increase in estrogen in the menopause. Your hormones don't always fall, they can suddenly shoot back up. So a sudden burst of estrogen can really stir up your libido. It can also be due to the fact that these women are not worrying about getting pregnant anymore. There's a sort of freedom of knowing that your childbearing years are over. It could also be the fact that the children have maybe left home, and the woman and her partner can be on their own for a while. With this one, the majority of women who come to me wondering what on earth is going on, it's a happy outcome. So there's really nothing that you really need to do in this case except enjoy it. So hopefully this has helped. If any of you have any other symptoms that you're really wondering about, then please do let us know. And until next week, have a lovely week.